Hello, hello, hello. I'm fixing this room. Hey, everybody. Okay, I'm putting my earbuds in so I don't have to yell and scream. You just got the notice. Well, hello there. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, YouTube. I don't want to learn more. Can you all hear me okay? Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. I am going to be chit-chatting live. And I got some goodies together. What I'm going to be doing is, I guess, a two-part series on creating your custom wardrobe. And I'm also going to be sharing information on how I got there, and things that you should do, things that you don't do. Today is going to be all about the do's, what you do want to do. And then Sunday is going to be about the don'ts. I have a lot of good information. I have some patterns that I want to share, and some information about how to choose patterns and when you're trying to reach your goal. Just a bunch of stuff that I did, and I have now accomplished a complete wardrobe. So now I can pretty much do whatever I want, make whatever I want. I always have a backup outfit in the closet, just in case I sit down and sew for fun and I don't have enough time. So I'm just going to let you all know too about fabric shopping, choosing fabrics for the projects that you're going to need, information about your essentials. So I'm going to cover quite a bit. And I plan to be on for about an hour. I think an hour should cover everything. And today will be an hour, and then Sunday will be an hour. So, like I said, today I'm going to cover the do's, and on Sunday I'm going to cover the don'ts. I'm also going to, like, the last 15 minutes of my little on live stream. I'm going to have a Q&A so I can go through the list, and if somebody has any questions, anything, I can answer questions for today. Why does this say learn more? I don't want to learn more. I want you gone. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so I'm going to wait a few more minutes for a few more people to join. And let's see if I can get some more people to join. I'm not sure how YouTube works, but I wanted to have this out on my YouTube channel just in case anybody is, looking for it. And I'm probably going to post this in the group if Facebook allows. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try it. It might not work, but I'm going to try it. And hopefully we can get some more people on. So far looks like I got like 4 people on. And maybe I should send a quick notification out at YouTube. Not YouTube, at the sewing group. So if you guys are ready, those of you that are here and that are joined right now, I would suggest that if you have a pen and some paper, if you want to take notes, you can go ahead and take notes. I actually have a book that I'm going to be following that I sat down and actually went through and wrote down some key points and a lot of things. So I'm just sharing. It's kind of funny because I posted this in the group, and I also posted it on Instagram. and a lot of people saw it, but a lot of people pay for services. So I wouldn't be surprised if not that many people showed up, because usually when you do YouTube things, people think that you have to pay money. But you guys know my premise. It's all about sharing and getting you all to where I am. And as long as you are on your journey or you're where I am, you're saving me money, because I'm not buying it all. All right, so I'm going to send a quick note. I'm live on YouTube now. Come join. I don't know where the link is, so I'm not going to worry about the link. And then I know what's going to happen is once I get started, everybody's going to join. Like, and I will get started, then I'm gonna have a whole lot of people. That's how it always happens. Usually my first 5-10 minutes when I'm on live, it's a few people there, and then later it's like a gang of people, and they're like, what happened? What you say? What happened? But they're just gonna have to do the replay. All right, so all right, I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes. I'll wait 2 more minutes and let some more people come on in. And who else is out there? I see Glowbug. I see Ann. Slow Mellow. Hello, Slow Mellow One. You know my name. What's your name? I don't recognize that handle. I don't know why. And you all can still hear me okay. Actually, it looks like I got a good internet connection, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now here we go. This is what you need to do to achieve your complete custom wardrobe. Okay, I am already there. It took me probably about, I'm going to say maybe about 4 years to get absolutely comfortable. And then to get to a point where when I needed clothes, I definitely had to sit down and make them, because I said, I'm no longer going to the store. I gave it a chance. Okay. Hey, Andrea. So what I did was I said, okay, I'm going to stop buying clothes. I'm going to make my clothes. I have all this fabric. You see the fabric back there, and I need to use it. So that was kind of my goal. I need to use my fabric. That didn't really work, because I still go out and buy fabric and people send me stuff. So don't base it on your fabric, base it on your need. So I was like, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop buying clothes, start making the things that I need, and make sure that when I did sew something, that it was something that I absolutely needed. So I'm saying that to say this. It was a big undertaking, but I'm glad that I did it. Whether or not I saved money, I really couldn't tell you, because I spend so much money on sewing and my hobby that I really don't know if I'm saving money. What I do know though is if I spend $1 a yard on some fabric and I make a nice outfit, I know how much that outfit costs. So I know that if I go to the store and purchase the outfit, definitely know I'm saving money in that respect. But I ran a business in sewing for, I think I was in business maybe for 8 to 10 years, maybe a little longer. I'm not sure, but I've collected a lot of things, as you can see, over the years. So that definitely makes it a little bit more inexpensive, because I already have everything. I don't have to go to the store and buy irons and tools and all of that kind of stuff. All right. So when I decided I wanted to have this complete wardrobe, I've always been a lover of clothes. So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to help myself reach this goal, but there's a few things that I knew I had to do. The number one thing that I want to share with you guys that I shared in the group is about purging and replacing. Okay. What you have to do when you purge is you have to figure out what works for you. I purge on a regular basis. Every season, I get rid of anything that I haven't worn in the past year, things that don't fit, whether they're too big or too small, or just, some of that stuff just kind of loses its lackluster. The lackluster lost, those are usually the garments that you wear to fancy occasions. Maybe you had or a suit, maybe you had a suit or some pants or a dress that you just, well, I wore that already a few times and it's kind of losing its lackluster. Those are the things that I get rid of. Lackluster, things that don't fit, and things that I have not worn in a year. Okay. So, and then what I mean in a year is if I'm purging in the fall, did I wear it last fall? If I'm purging in the winter, did I wear it last winter? If I'm purging in the summer, did I wear it last summer? So, this is another thing that you have to understand. It doesn't necessarily have to be old and have 55,000 holes in it. It might be something that's new, but if you haven't used it, then go ahead and get rid of it and let somebody else enjoy it. The only time I would tell you not to purge something is if you're really in love with it and you know that you're going to wear it again. Well, I want to keep this, I'm not going to wear it again. But don't let that, I can't let it go. I mean, is it really doing you any good to keep it if you can't fit it, if there's no lackluster? Is it really doing you any good? No, you're definitely not going to reach your goal. What happens when you purge something or you don't purge and you add, you end up having a whole bunch of stuff that's going to take up a whole lot of room. But if you take one, get rid of it, and then replace it with a new, then your stuff stays steady. So as you purge one, add one. If you purge a ready to wear garment, add a sewn garment. That's what I did. I did a purge and replace. But do you hear me? Do not get rid of everything you own. I did that once, and it was after I started on my journey. I actually went in my closet and got rid of a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to make myself so. I'm going to replace all of this stuff. Well, I got rid of too much stuff. So when it came around time for me to wear things that I needed, they were gone. So I was forced to go to the store because I didn't have time to resew everything I got rid of. So when you're doing your purge, make sure you're doing a conservative purge. Don't overdo it and throw away everything in your closet. That's not going to help you reach your goal any faster. It's just going to literally piss you off and you'll be stuck with clothes with no clothes, because I actually had to go to the store a few times to replace some things that I got rid of and didn't have time to sew to replace what I purged. Okay. You have to set, I put here how often you do this. You have to definitely get on a schedule. Are you going to do it twice a year? Are you going to do it every season? Are you going to do it once a year? I would suggest once a year is not enough time. Do it every season or do it twice a year. So you're going to do it either 4 times or you're going to do it 2 times a year. So every time that you donate to Goodwill or they come by and pick up things from your house, go ahead and put in the things in there and make a note of what you're giving away. A pair of denim shorts, one working blouse. I'm getting rid of a regular dress. And let's say out of these 4 things, you choose 2 things to replace, or you just choose 4 things to replace. Write them down and then say purged. You may want to make a list of, okay, I purged this, but I need to replace this item, because everything you purge, you're not going to want to replace. But there may be 3 or 4 things. You know what? I need another one of these. I'm going to give another one. Nah, I don't need another pair of jeans right away. I already got enough. I'm just going to give these away because they don't fit. So you have to also keep that in mind. So if you're purging something that you wear a lot, go ahead and consider replacing that with a handmade garment. Okay. Do whatever you can to keep going to the store. All right. Um, I also want to say, let me see, set how often you do this. And I said that, purge and replace. What type of purge should be placed? A like item. Okay, so I did say a like item. When you get rid of a shirt, replace it with a shirt. When you get rid of jeans, replace them with jeans. If you're not a person that is yet ready to sew jeans and you have jeans, it's okay. If you're not going to sew jeans or you don't think your skill level is up to making blue jeans, then just go ahead and keep purchasing them. When you get ready to attempt it, making blue jeans, and you make yourself a pair and you absolutely love them, get rid of one pair of ready to wear blue jeans. Get rid of that pair that don't really fit that well. Get rid of that pair that's just hanging in the closet. We all have those. Get rid of that one. So now we've replaced one pair of ready to wear jeans with a pair of custom jeans. So I'm saying if you're not at the level for some things, if you're not at the coat level yet, don't get rid of your coat. Keep your coat, keep the items that you need to keep, but don't purge them until you're ready to get rid of your skill level is there and you're ready to replace the ready to wear. That's one reason why this process takes a little while. Some of you may be almost there, some of you may be there and just need to hear these tips. For those of you that are not there, that are slowly adding ready to wear garments to your wardrobe, but you haven't, handmade garments, but you haven't purged you're ready to wear. What becomes hard the very first time you get rid of a garment that you've made, it's a little tough. So, what you have to do is not only sit around and think about, because I used to think about how many hours of work I put into this garment. Um, don't think about that. Just do it like the other garments. Do I wear this one anymore? Is the lackluster gone? Does it fit? You still have to go through that process, even with your made garments. So now, when you get to where I am, when I purge, I'm getting rid of everything. Everything that I get rid of, I made. So I'm so over that because now what fulfills me is okay, now I can sit down and I can make more. So my reason to continue to sew is valid. I'm actually purging now. Everything I purge is something that I've made already, and then it's being replaced with another custom made garment. Okay. You'll get there. You just got to keep going with the process. It's a slow process, it's not a snail process. But if you have a goal, it's up to you to decide how long it's going to take you, and it's up to you to keep track of your plan to make sure when you purge that you replace the things that you know that you can replace and keep doing it steady. And eventually you will get rid of the ready to wear. But like I said, on the far end, you're not going to be doing any shopping. Okay. Now, let's talk about essential garments. This is probably where you may want to take a note or two or refer back to the video when we talk about essentials. Uh, what you want to do is if you're going to do this whole wardrobe thing and you're going to go eventually to custom made wardrobe, what I recommend is that you start with essential garments. Here's what I call essentials for a custom made wardrobe or wardrobe that's completely handmade. You need a white shirt, you need a blazer, which can be a denim blazer or a tweed blazer. You need a pair of jeans. They can be a dark wash or a light wash. It doesn't matter, but something that you can dress up and dress down. A sweater. I recommend that you have two sweaters. That one sweater you leave at work, and then you got the one sweater that you can throw on over your white shirt and your jeans when you go out. So you want a one nice sweater, and then that one sweater that you wear when it gets a little chilly around the house or if it gets chilly at work. You need a skirt, pencil skirt, A-line skirt. That's completely up to you what type of skirt. I recommend that you have dress slacks. It can be a navy blue pair or a black pair. a dark brown pair, whatever melds with what you're currently working with in your wardrobe, something on a conservative when you're doing dark slacks. And black, blue, and brown are neutral and they go with any jacket, any sweater, any white shirt. So they're very what's the word? You can use them so they're functional. How about that? We need a day dress. And a day dress is what you can wear to church, what you wear out to coffee with some friends, what you can wear to work. A little black dress, one little black dress that can take you into evening affairs or something a little more dressy. So, a little black dress, the reason why it's considered an essential is because if you're going to a formal, uh, you're going to some kind of formal event, you can wear a little black dress and wear some pretty sheer stockings, some slamming shoes, and you'll be just as dressed up as everybody else. But also, a little black dress doesn't require you to wear a gown. It's almost like a gown substitute. So it's a good wardrobe staple and it's quick for you to grab when it's time to go out because you can really dress those up. Okay. That's why little black dresses are essential because you can take them beyond a day dress. They can be day dresses, they can be evening wear, and they can be formal wear. I also recommend, and this is for me in the custom wardrobe, that you add a bathrobe to your list and one set of pajamas. So those are your essentials because a custom wardrobe means that your sleepwear is going to be handmade as well. All my pajamas are handmade. I have robes. I have sexy ones. I have ugly ones. I have all kinds, but I have three drawers of pajamas because that's a part of my wardrobe. So I don't buy those either. Um, so I'm going to go over the essentials again: a white shirt, a jacket, which is outerwear, which is the jacket will be fall or spring usage, or you can make a cape. It's up to you. A blazer, it can be denim, it can be tweed or wool. Jeans, a pair of jeans, a sweater. I said two sweaters. One when it gets a little chilly, one that's a little nicer that you can actually throw on with an outfit, kind of like a cardigan. Okay, and then a skirt, an A-line skirt or a pencil skirt, whichever one is good for you. Dress slacks, a day dress, a little black dress, a bathrobe, and a set of pajamas. All right. So those are what I call the essentials. These are the garments that you're going to start with when you're transitioning from your regular wardrobe to your custom wardrobe. If you have essentials that you paid a lot of money for, you got a nice black suit, which could be your blazer and your black pants. I'm not saying remake a suit and give that one away. Keep that one as your basis. So when you make your new black slacks, now you have two pairs of slacks to work with. And then what's going to happen is eventually you're going to love these custom ones better because they're going to fit you better and they're going to be made just as nice. So when it comes time to purge, you'll probably get rid of that ready to wear thing. That's what I found that happened to me. All my store bought suits, when I was wearing suits, all my store bought dress slacks, all of that stuff ended up getting purged because I'm like, you know what? These are nice, but I know I can make them just as nice and they'll fit me right off the sewing machine. So it's really not easy to choose from ready to wear clothing. It's not hard to choose from ready to wear and what you've already made. So when it comes to purging, you'll definitely get rid of the ready to wear stuff. Okay. And then, and this is like not before you master fit. Fit's going to happen if you haven't mastered it already. Uh, if you make a pair of pants, they're not going to fit any worse than pants that you can buy. So you just kind of keep going at it until you figure out fit for your own personal body. And then the clothes really start getting a lot better. All right. Another thing about your essential garments is make sure that they're quality. You want to pay a little bit more for the fabric. Your nice black dress slacks shouldn't be $1 a yard, not unless you find a diamond in the rough. Then go ahead and do that. But invest in your essentials. Uh, get you a decent piece of wool. May cost you $12 a yard, but you figure if you make a pair of nice dress slacks, you're going to need 2.5 yards. So now we're talking about $30. A nice pair of dress slacks at the store are going to start at 69.99 or 79.99. So you have to, that's another thing I had to do. I had to stop saying, oh my goodness, this fabric is $5 a yard. Okay, but if I bought 3 yards, I could make a suit and that's $15. So this reasoning will allow you to spend a little bit more money on fabric. So you figure if a pair of pants costs $79.99 at the store, if I buy fabric that's $15 a yard and I get 2.5 yards, now we're talking about 35 or $40. I'm still not at $79.99, but I got a choice fabric and I'm going to have some really, really nice slacks that are custom fit. And now we're ready to give away those ready to wear pants, you know, that we paid $79.99 for, but my handmade custom mades are worth way more than that. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for fabrics to make your essentials. When you make your white shirt, don't get the Kona cotton at Joann. Get you some white poplin or some white broadcloth. Those are really nice, meaty fabrics. Get you some Oxford cloth. Okay, so these cottons cost, $12 and $13 a yard, but you're making one white shirt and you're going to get a lot of use out of it. When you build on these essentials, good interfacing, good lining, if you buy the Binberg lining and the expensive fabrics, you're making a choice piece of garment that's going to take you into this whole wardrobe transition. And you're not going to have to make those anymore. So once you have all of your essentials made, now you can pattern chase and you can make all of the fun stuff and join all the challenges, because now the things that you're going to be making for fun are going to match this essential stuff already in your closet. And now you'll be taking your custom black pants and your custom white shirt. And yeah, you might still have a ready to wear blazer. And then you still might have, and then you may have your new blazer that you made in the blazer challenge. So now we have more clothes to work with. Your ready to wear stuff is slightly getting older because time is passing. More handmade garments are joining the ready to wear stuff that's currently in the closet. So now when purge time comes, we can get rid of this ready to wear stuff, because I can guarantee you the ready to wear stuff is not going to be half as nice as your custom made stuff. So keep that in mind when picking fabrics and working with your essentials. Those should be the best made garments in your closet. The other stuff can be Forever 21. It can be disposable clothing. Yeah, I'll pay that $1 a yard for that cotton because I really like that print, but I don't expect it to last for 3 or 4 washings, because that's something that we consider when we're picking fabric, especially the ones that don't cost that much. So you can do that if you want, but we still have this wonderful white poplin blouse that, as long as it's nice and pretty and white, then you're just like, you know what, maybe this time I'll make an eyelet one. So now you got 2 white blouses. So you have to consider the price of fabric when you're doing this kind of project. Everything can't be built on the $1 a yard fabric, only the fun stuff, the stuff that you're never going to wear again or whatever. But your essentials, go ahead and put some money into it. And you won't be sorry because you won't have to make them anymore. Okay. Now, let's talk about the time. What you're going to have to do is when you're doing these essentials and making these garments and converting your wardrobe from ready to wear to custom, all handmade, you're going to have to find the time. A lot of us don't have the time to sew. What I think is a great thing is where's my book? Where's my book? Brittany. She came up with this. Brittany J. Jones came up with the 10, 20, with the 30 minutes for sewing. That's great. She has a lot of kids, and she was noticing that she's spending a whole lot of time in the sewing room. So she just told herself, look, I need to trim it down and I need to get out of here and go on with my daily life. Although we all love to sew and we all love this whole fashion thing. What I did was I cut out TV time because I was literally a couch potato. I would sit on a boob tube with my blanket and just be ready. Then one day I was like, I don't watch 25 hours of Walking Dead, binged I don't know how many days. And I'm like, I could have been in my sewing room. Then I started kind of adding up all the TV shows that I was addicted to and all the TV shows that I was talking about. And I'm like, you know what? If I cut out TV, I can sew. I'll have more clothes and I'll have more things and I don't have to run to the store. When you consider the time it takes to make a garment, you got to pick your fabric, pick your pattern, cut it out, mark it. Then after the cutting out, the marking and the prepping or whatever, by the time you sit down and sew, because we're gradual. When we get home, we wash the fabric or we put it away. We always take a look at our pattern. So we're always doing something gradually. I know if you guys are like me, I just have to have my hands on something during the day, just to satisfy my sewing beastie. You gotta at least touch something. So what you can do is take 30 minutes and sit down and, cut this out. 30 minutes tomorrow and, put the buttons on. 30 minutes tomorrow, sew on the sleeve. And then if you have more time because you cut something out in the evening that was really mindless anyway, then you can sit down and you can do more. So I cut out TV. And what I found out when I cut out TV is I had a whole lot of time. I'm like, man, I got a lot of time to sit down and make that one blouse and make that essential blouse or make those black slacks. I really need a day dress. I'm tired of looking like disco ball and sequins whenever somebody asked me out to lunch. So I was like, okay, let me sit down and think about what it is I really need. So I thought about what I really needed to add, and it was definitely the essential garments, and I needed the time to sew them. So this is a good book. I read this book, 10, 20, 30 Minutes to Sew by Nancy Zeman. And what she talks about in here is pretty much what Brittany touched on. But she shows how to add facings, how to add a special patch pocket, how to add different things to garments, or if you got 10 minutes, do this. If you got 15 minutes, do this. But a lot of us don't have 10 minutes to go in the sewing room and do anything. I don't know about you guys, but I don't come in here for 10 minutes because that ain't nothing but a tease. That's like, no. and you remember when you was growing up, being a tease was a bad thing. So 10 minutes in my sewing room is not going to do nothing for me. So if I don't have at least 30 minutes, then I don't attempt it. So I need at least 30 minutes. The 30 minutes is enough to soothe my beastie, and it's enough time to actually get something done, to get something cut out, to get some bias tape made. It's enough time to get something done. But I'm not going to come in here for 10 minutes. I'm not going to come in here for 15 minutes. So I'm just being real. So this is a good book. So maybe you can take two 10-minute things and one 20-minute thing. Then you got 40 minutes. Or maybe you might take a 20-minute thing and a 10-minute thing equals 30 minutes. So you can do that. But no, I'm not going to tell you, come in here for 5 minutes and maybe you can get one button sewn on. No, that ain't going to work. Don't even try it. Because you're not going to get one button sewn on. You're going to sit in here and you're going to get all 12 of them stitched on, and an hour's going to be going by. And no, I'm not going to contribute to that. All right. So make sure you find some time to sit down and sew. So it's according to your schedule and what's good for you. Because if you don't have time to sew, you're not going to get anything done, and you're not going to get the essentials done. You're not going to get the things done that you need done. Okay. So we're working on that. Now, let me see. Do what works for you. And I did that. It's okay to purchase. It's okay to purchase findings. Findings are socks, underwear, um, hair bows, if you wear hair bows. Um, but headbands, when my hair was a little longer, I made headbands and I made scrunchies. There's one outfit that I made not too long ago with a matching headband. So I make headbands sometimes to match my outfits just because it's something I can do, and it uses up extra fabric. So those kind of things you can make, especially, and you know what, let me not laugh at headbands, because those are things that hone in your skills. When you make a headband, you are measuring your head. You're making sure that your elastic is not so tight that you get a headache. You're learning how to sew and hide seams so people don't see them. So you get a lot of skill from just a headband. There's a lot of things that you pay attention to, a lot of detail, because it's something that's on the top of your head and people are looking at. You can make yourself head wraps if you wear head wraps to match any blouses, or make a head wraps. A lot of people wearing head wraps for Ankara. If you have literally a brown sweater, some blue jeans, and a white top, if you put on an Ankara headband, that's going to bring that whole outfit together. So that's not a bad item, or Ankara head wrap. That's not a bad item to add to your wardrobe, because it's something that brings all the pieces together. It's something that's handmade and it's custom. So fold it up. One day I went on a scarf binge because I had all of these little pieces of fabric that I just couldn't throw away. So I sat down for an hour and I cut out rectangles and I made myself about 7 scarves. I sat down at the serger, I serged all the edges. And when I was done, I had 7 scarves and I started wearing them. And oh my goodness, the compliments. Oh, what a beautiful scarf. And I was going to throw that fabric in the garbage. I'm like, you know what? Let me make scarves out of this fabric. And that's something now that's added to my custom wardrobe. Those are accessories that I don't have to buy anymore. So I do headbands, and I do scarves. I have tons of infinity scarves, tons of regular scarves that I can throw under blouses or little jackets and blazers. And then I have winter scarves as well. So those are also things that you can add to your handmade wardrobe. They're not essential items, but they're items that you can have that you don't have to purchase at the store. And they're good ways to use up extra fabric or small quantities of fabric that you may have left over from cutting a skirt, or from cutting out a shirt, or from cutting those essential pants. You know, if you're making these essential pants out of a nice wool, what's wrong with a nice custom scarf to go underneath your winter coat? So don't forget about those kind of things as well. You can always make yourself some accessories. Okay. I know some of you guys may be bag makers or purse makers. That's also a good thing that you can do with excess fabric, is make yourself a purse. Definitely needful things that I have, because I travel a lot with my contract job, is I have makeup bags. I have travel bags that I've made with the zipper and everything, and I put some vinyl inside in case something spills. Those are also good things to make. We're sewers and we're makers. We don't always just make clothes. We make other things as well. And makeup bags are wonderful for when you travel. You can take those with you. So I definitely recommend, if you have the time, to go ahead and tackle that stuff too. But conquer those essentials first, because our goal is 100% wardrobe. Also, too, what I don't think I mentioned I may have mentioned this in the essentials, is a jacket. I did mention that jacket. Make sure you make yourself a jacket. And I mean, a jacket that transitions you from fall, and a jacket that transitions you from the spring. Not everybody has the temperate weather like we have here in Chicago, but I've been to the South, and some of them department stores are just as cold as it is here in December. So, or you want to go somewhere and eat, if your sweater might be in the laundry, go ahead and have your light sweater. I mean, your light jacket. It can be a bomber jacket. It can be a denim jacket. It can be an outerwear jacket or a little trench coat, or whatever it is that you need. But definitely a jacket for outerwear is a good essential. Also, a cape is a good essential as well. A cape can double as a jacket for your outerwear. Uh, Somebody is looking for me. Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey, Nina. Thanks for the plug. Okay, now, um, let's talk about uh t-shirts. Here, I got on my Incredibles t-shirt. And no, I did not make this. I went to Comic Con. I was working, and they had all kind of T-shirts. So Walking Dead, and I saw the Incredibles T-shirt, and I went nuts. I'm an Incredibles fan. It's okay to buy T-shirts if you're a T-shirt wearer. Go ahead and buy T-shirts. Go ahead and buy underwear. Go ahead and buy the little bitty cami tank tops, because we wear wrap dresses, and sometimes they're kind of low. So go ahead, and they may be kind of cut a little low. So you may buy one of those little Walmart tank tops to put underneath the dress. Maybe you don't have time to make an Ogden cami. If you have an Ogden cami or cami that you made, yeah, you can go ahead and put that on underneath. But it's okay to buy finding socks and those kind of things. So those are wonderful. Those are wonderful to have and wonderful to use. But if you want to transition those out, you can. What I do is I like the little $1.96 tank tops at Walmart because they cost $1. And then I kind of feel like, all right, well, at least I bought one thing. I'm not, well, I bought something. But the main things that are big essentials, I don't touch at the store because I know I can make them just as well. And like I said, I can make them to fit me, and uh, it'll be exactly what I want. Okay. Now, I got some options for you all to start with. If you haven't already started, I have some pattern options, and I'm going to explain the different pattern options because we're all pattern chasers. Did y'all see the new stuff that's out? And you get it, and you be like, why the hell did I buy this? And then the ladies at the store be like, we can't return those. Then you're looking crazy with a pattern that you can't do nothing with. Here we go. This is evidence number one. This is a pattern I bought a while ago. Yeah, you guys are hearing my phone ding. I just got a note. Okay, so here is culprit number one. This is a great wardrobe, but it's not practical. I'm not going to ever wear a halter top to work, nor am I ever going to wear a little jacket like this to work. But this is like evening clothes. This is a nice dress, and you can't wear your back out at church. And just my thing is, if I'm gonna make a dress where my back is gonna be out, I want my back to be out. I don't want to dumb it down with a jacket. That's just me. Anybody else could probably feel a little bit different, but this is not a good essential wardrobe because the pieces are not practical. This is more of a wardrobe if you're somebody that goes out in the evening a lot, or you just want something to add to what you already have, then you get this. But do you understand now what I mean about essential? We got a halter top here. That's not going to work. We got a little elastic waist skirt here and a little bolero jacket. These are not essential pieces, but it's cute. but it's not essential. Okay. Here's another one. This is a suit, and I like this. What's included in this is a skirt, the pants, and the jacket. Um, I think it's just, yeah, it's two skirts. It's a short skirt, a longer skirt, a jacket. The sweater's not included, but this can be essential because it can be broken up and worn with other things. And because it's a suit, it can take on multiple fabrics. You can change the fabric to make this suit more casual. You can change the fabric to make it more conservative. You can change the fabric to make it fun. So, this is something that can be worked in a lot of different ways. You can wear it in the evening, you can wear it in the day, you can wear it on the weekend, you can make it casual, you can make it dressy. This is an essential suit. I mean, an essential wardrobe. You can wear it to church, you can wear the pants to a picnic, you can wear the suit to work. So it's got to be something that you can do multiple things with. Okay. Here's another. Here's another good one. And the reason why I say that this is a good one, the hat's not included, so don't worry about the hat. With this one, you may like a few pieces. I like the fact that this comes with a blouse. So now we have a blouse to work in the mix. You can choose the skirt if you like the skirt. You can choose the pants if you like the pants. Okay, so there's a lot of options here that you can do more than one thing with. You can dress it down, you can dress it up, you can wear it on the weekend, you can wear it to work. It's an essential, and it includes a blouse. So this is also a good pattern to use, a good wardrobe pattern to use. There's also uh, it's not a dress, but it's a separate. So you can take this and wear the blouse and the jacket with some blue jeans. You can take the skirt and wear it with your white shirt. And then you got another blouse at home just to add to the mix. So when you're picking wardrobe patterns, make sure it's something that contains items that you can use all the time. Okay, it definitely depends, of course, on you because you are building your own wardrobe. Okay, here's another example. This one has a long pencil skirt. It has an accessory or two accessories. It's got an infinity scarf and an OB belt to match. It's got a jacket and it's got a shell top. Okay, so this is a good essential because you can take the shell top and you can take the jacket. You can wear it on the weekend with some shorts and some sandals. You can wear this in the wintertime with the jacket. It's something that you can switch around, that you can add. Okay, well, I got some blue jeans already. I'm going to wear my blue jeans and my t-shirt, and I'm going to wear my fun jacket. Or I'm going to take this with me to dinner because I know that restaurant's going to be cold. This is something that you're going to use. You don't have to make all the pieces. Pick pieces. I have a pattern rule. When I get a pattern, I gotta like at least, I gotta love at least two things on the envelope, or else I'm not gonna buy it. The two things that I loved about this pattern was the neck piece and the jacket. Those are things that I can add to what I already own and get some good use out of it. I told you guys I'm not a skirt wearer, so I'm really not worried about the pencil skirt, but a lot of you all wear pencil skirts. So there's a nice pencil skirt. And one thing that's nice about simplicity is you know it's going to be fast and you know it's going to be easy. Okay. So be mindful when you're picking wardrobe patterns if you're starting your essential climb and you're going out. Here's the pattern that Brittany is doing her class with, and some of you were asking about that. This one contains a dress, a shirt, shorts, a belt. So it contains a lot of different things. Now, I like this, excuse me, for because I can buy it because I already have a handmade wardrobe. But I don't know if I would recommend it as an essential. And the only reason is because we have shorts. And if you're starting from the beginning, you need pants instead of before you need shorts. And these are, oh, actually, these pants have a waistband. Definitely want pants with a waistband unless you absolutely insist on elastic waist. So if you're elastic waist wearer, if you're going to make your essential slacks that need to be conservative, I would suggest that you get a pattern that has a flat front and elastic in the back. And then what you can do with those pants is you're now allowed to wear a blouse with them and they won't look so casual. And the fit of them won't be so big. They won't be larger fitting pants. They're going to be pants that are a little bit more on the tailored side. This is also a nice dress, but this dress is not going to go into the winter. It's not going to go into the Chicago winter. So this is a dress that I wouldn't really be able to use. It's a little bit more on the summery kick, bringing it in. But it's a cute combination because I bought it because I felt like it has some potential. I'm like, okay, this pattern has some potential. I may be able to do something with a couple pieces. I really love this look right here with the dress turned into a jacket with the shirt and the pants. I like that look. I like the shorts and stuff, but we don't have the longest summers here. All right, now if you're going to be building on a wardrobe, I like this one because I thought it was something that I can do more than one thing with. There's a longer version here that can be worn as a dress, or you can put on leggings. So now we have a casual something that we can throw in on our wardrobe. Everything's not so dressy. Now we got something casual. We also have two different style tops that can be thrown in the mix. So this pattern can get a lot of use for a wardrobe essential. We can take this one pattern and we can make all the pieces, and then they can go with the denim jacket or the tweed blazer, the day dress, the slacks. So this is also a good one. When you're picking patterns to build your wardrobe, you have to make sure that it's gonna mix in with the stuff that you already have. Which one is better? A or B? A is fun if you've already reached your goal. B is better if you're trying to reach your goal because it contains a dress slack and shorts. So now we're getting a double benefit from one pattern. So this is also something that you can add as an essential wardrobe piece. When you pick up that wardrobe, pick up some extras. Pick up a pair of pants if you don't already have it, a pair of shorts if you don't already have them. Here's a shirt pattern that you can add. You don't just have to have the wardrobe and make everything in the envelope. You can take this and then you can mix it with a shirt. Well, I'm not real crazy about this shirt that they have here, so let me just take this wardrobe and add my own shirt, and then I can create my own essential. So this is nothing but a whole bunch of shirts that can be used. There's a blouse here, a short sleeve blouse here. This one's long sleeve. So there's different varieties. You have to be mindful when you're building on a wardrobe. It's always good to have basics. This is a basic, and this would look good with jeans, with slacks, with a blazer, with a sweater. That's what basics do. Basics carry you from A, B, C, and D, carries you across the whole way when you're trying to build a wardrobe for yourself. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about today is vision board. I have a vision board, and it has on it things that I need. It doesn't have fantasy clothing. It has clothing that I need to make. On my vision board, this way I have some shirt dresses. I have not gotten into the shirt dress thing, so I have shirt dresses on my vision board so I can know to make one or two shirt dresses. I have a jumpsuit that I want to copy. I have a trench coat that I would love to make. So these are things. And the vision board, my vision board is in my room. The cape, I've made myself a really nice cape. I have a beautiful cape that's an essential, and I did great insides. It's wonderful fabric. It's a piece that I'm going to have for a long time. So this one actually can come down. So my vision board is there to remind me, not necessarily for inspiration, but my vision board is to remind me that, hey, you need to add this piece in your wardrobe. You don't have it. And when you have a vision board and something like that, what it does is it keeps you from, oh, I want to make this. Oh, let me make that. Wow, did you see her wearing that? Let me make this. Then I go through that. I do. But then I focus. I'm like, you know what? Before you do that, that, and that, and make that big giant dress that you are not going to have anywhere to wear it to, your vision board says you need a shirt dress. Your vision board says you need a couple shirts with color. Your vision board says make a black jumpsuit because you go out enough that you can wear this black jumpsuit several times. Okay. Now, I think that is pretty much it for the do's. I'm going to see if I don't know if I can see. I don't see anything where you guys are asking any questions. We can do a Q&A real quick if anybody wants to ask a few questions. I'm going to say something. Hello, everyone. Did everybody see that? Okay. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type and let me know what challenges you might be having transitioning from your current wardrobe to your ready-made wardrobe. It's a lot of fun. Right now, I spend all my money on fabric and shoes. It took me probably about, like I said, it took me about maybe 4 or 5 years to accomplish complete 100% handmade. And that means that all my coats are handmade, all my jackets are handmade, all of my outerwear, my swimsuits, my pajamas are all handmade. So it took a while. Took a while to get there, but I followed some strict guidelines and I've gotten there. Okay, Tissa, what would you suggest the first item to make to start the transition? The first item to make would be definitely the boring stuff. Black pants, white shirt, that conservative looking blazer. The day dress is going to be fun, because you can pick a fun fabric. But make sure when you make your essentials, they're made very well. The fabric needs to cost a nice little bit of money, not $85 a yard. I would say anywhere from $12 a yard and up. That's when you're going to find the really beefy stuff. That's where you need to start with the things that you wear the most. Now, if you're not a person that works in an office or has to be somewhere all the time, if you wear jeans to work, start with blue jeans. Let jeans be the first thing that you make, because if that's something that you wear every day, then that's something that has to be transitioned in your wardrobe. Make blue jeans and make t-shirts or simple tops like this, if that's your daily uniform. So you want to start off with whatever your daily uniform is, what you're going to be wearing on a daily basis to work or to do your function. We spend as much time at work as we spend at home. So make sure that these are the items. If you're a person that wears casual clothes or jeans to work, then make your blue jeans. Those are your essentials. Blue jeans, tops like this, t-shirts. Okay. Hey, Antoinette. All right, here's Quinora. Would you recommend starting with one type of garment like pants, replacing all of your ready-to-wear of those, and then moving to another garment like blouses? No, I don't recommend that you do that, because that's not going to be satisfying. As sewers, we get this high from creating an outfit. And if you make 85 pair of pants to replace the 85 pair of pants you got, you're gonna be like, I ain't never making another pair of pants ever again in life. So no, don't do that. Transition, what you want to do is transition as you need. Okay, I need a red blouse. I would love to have a red blouse. Make yourself a red blouse. Sewing still has to be satisfying. Don't forget that. We still have to make it satisfying. You don't want to make 12 blouses and be like, if I sew another button on, I'm gonna shoot somebody. No, don't do that. Make yourself one blouse, make yourself one pant. What I'm saying is when you make that outfit or that dress, make sure it's functional. That's what essential is, functional. Make a day dress. Don't make a dress with all sequin, because that dress you can wear on New Year's Eve and on your birthday. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to wear the same dress, not a dress like that, twice. Make it a functional dress. Make it a dress that you can wear more than once. We find out that when it's sparkly, or I find this out about myself, when it's sparkly and tantalizing, I only want to wear it one time, because when I wear it, I want everybody in the place to tell me how cute I am. Then I'm like, okay, well, they done seen that already. But a day dress is worn to church. That's one group of people. It's worn to the coffee shop. That's another group of people. You're not going to see them ever again. It's worn to breakfast with you and your spouse or your boyfriend, whoever your significant other, your girlfriends. Ain't nobody in that coffee shop going to see you again. So day dresses, you get more wear out of, you get more use out of. Okay. So make sure that the day dress, the fabric that you pick to make your day dress, is fun and exciting. And then that's that one dress that you make that you can add to what you already have, or you can replace it and get rid of one ready to wear item. Does that make sense? All right. So now we have Christy or Christy. Are you saying you need a summer and a winter wardrobe? Here in Chicago, we do. But essentials work all year. You can wear a white shirt in the wintertime. You can wear a white shirt in the summertime. It's up to you whether or not it's going to be long sleeves or short sleeves, or it can be 3/4. I do 3/4 sleeves because it kind of tricks the brain. Here in Chicago, it gets very cold. And if you go to work with a short sleeve shirt on, somebody's going to say, you got on a short sleeve shirt, even though the heat is, up to hell sometimes. But it's just a mindset. We get cold weather. Sometimes it's so cold here, it doesn't snow. People are like, why are you wearing a short sleeve shirt? So if you have on a 3/4 length, that takes you all year. Essentials take you all year round. The only time you can't wear the jackets and stuff is if you're in a climate where it gets really hot in the summertime. Other than that, even if you live in California or Florida, they even get some 60s that they can wear a jacket or an outerwear jacket. So essentials you can wear anytime. In the summertime, if you go on a dinner or after work, you have on some black slacks, a white shirt, and a sweater because the restaurant may be cool. So essentials you can wear all year. When you start adding fun things, now we're talking about using our wardrobe for the summertime, the wintertime. That's when things get the change in. So you may have, okay, well, I got my regular essentials, but I want to add a yellow maxi dress because it's warm out. So now we have one item for the summer, but it's a part of your wardrobe. So you don't have to make a summer wardrobe a winter wardrobe. When you have essentials, you can build around those, and then you can add summer clothes, add winter clothes, and then that's everything. Okay. And says, thanks for the good information. What is the name of good lining fabrics? A great lining fabric is Bimberg. That's like the top of the line stuff. The only thing about Bimberg, though, it's very, very flimsy. So when you work with it, I recommend that you serge the edge or use your pinking shears. When I work with Bimberg, I pink it because it frays like the Dickens. And if you do a lot of handling, the fraying is even more. So Bimberg is like a rayon nylon blend. It's wonderful fabric. And what's nice about Bimberg is that you don't sweat, you don't get real hot in it. But Bimberg doesn't too much like water. So when you're washing Bimberg, it's got to be hand washed. If you throw it in the washing machine, it's going to stretch and get big, and it's going to require a ton of ironing. Remember, rayon, when it hits water, rayon likes to wrinkle. So the Bimberg is really nice, very nice for lining coats and blazers, because those are things that don't get laundered. Um, or washed. You can send those to the dry cleaners. They're also nice for skirts. So, the Bimberg is a beautiful, beautiful fabric, and it comes in a ton of colors. Costs a little bit more, but it's worth it. My least favorite is probably pongee. I don't think Joann has a good pongee. It's very staticky, and it'll cling to your legs, and you'll have a skirt line, and it'll be all the way up to your chest, and you'll be itching and wondering why, because the pongee then caused some static up here, and then it worked its way up. So I've had bad experiences with that. I don't mess around with that anymore. Um, I use, in the summertime, to line my garments, I use batiste, and I may use voile, cotton voile. I don't do cotton lawn because the lawn sometimes is too pretty, but I'll use a cotton voile. It's very thin. These are things that I may line linen with, or that I'll line pants or jumpsuit, but those are I use for the summertime. I also learned that Joann's broadcloth is really nice for formal garments. I've used it to line satin and taffeta. And I like it because it doesn't stick. It's a little heavy, like those meaty garments are. So if you're making an evening dress out of all satin, I like broadcloth as a lining. It makes the satin kind of heavy and beefy, and it feels good against the skin. All right. Let me see. Anybody else got any more questions for me? No? All right. Well, I'll thank you guys for joining. And on Sunday, I'm going to be signing on at 5 o'clock, and I'm going to be talking about the don'ts, what you don't need to do when you're transitioning from ready to ready to wear garments over to a custom made wardrobe. The don'ts, because there are some things that you don't need to do, because you'll get so caught up and you'll be off track of what it is that you're trying to do. So, let me just reiterate before I sign off. This custom garment undertaking, it's a lot, but I want you to take your time. Find time to sew. That's one of the main things. Find time to sew so you can create this wardrobe. If you're a person that sews for other people and you don't have a whole lot of time because you do a lot of sewing for other people, what I had to do was balance the work that I did for other people and then the work that I did for myself. Don't lose your love for sewing because you're so busy hemming pants, doing alterations, and making everybody else beautiful dresses. It's just like a regular job, from 9 to 5 or from 8 to 5:30, whatever that time is. And then on the weekends, set aside that time for you to satisfy yourself, to get your custom wardrobe set, made, or on the path to being made. All right. You guys have a great evening, and you are welcome for the info. I love to share, and that's why I'm on here, so everybody can learn. And because I have lots of people who ask me about, all of your clothes are handmade. I said, yeah, pretty much all of them, except for my incredible shirt. And that's another thing. If you're a Cricut owner, why am I why buy a t-shirt when you can just make them yourself? That's a whole nother thing. All right. So you guys take care, and I will see y'all Sunday, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 3 on the West Coast, 4 on the East Coast. No, yeah, no, 6 on the East Coast, 4 in the Mountain Time, and then 5 o'clock my time. See y'all later. Bye. Now I got to figure out how to end this thing. See y'all later. Bye.